We have USU White going up against Project League. Once again, I'm just interested to watch new players and new teams come in. So USU White, especially as a college team, come in. Just kind of see how they are doing. But that is going to be Storm Blessed, Frenzy, Truce, Little Gill, Gooey Jelly, and Forest PNW, or Forest Pacific Northwest. Forest PNW. And Gooey Jelly also has one of the cutest avatars on Start GG. Y'all can look that up.
Speaking of looking, let's take a look here at our draft. Mickey D's job application versus CrushCounter.
Oh,
we're already we're into band phase here. Caitlin, Diana, and Timo are the bands so far. CrushCounter, good on you for getting that rat out of here. We don't want that. I told Good Guy Griffin earlier we don't want that, so I'm glad that you guys agree. Yeah. Braum, another good band.
I did skip over talking about Mickey D's job application is the full team name versus CrushCounter. But we had to show off Mickey D's job application just because that name is too good. And yeah, going to see probably a really solid game because we talked about CrushCounter before. We've seen them before, seen some really solid play from them. And we're also see a little bit of a change from some past roster as well. So a lot of new players even on CrushCounter's roster. So that is very, very exciting. A Smolder band, that makes sense. Smolder's very strong.
Ooh, and we get the lock-in of Aurora first thing. You know, when thinking back to Worlds, we had Yone, Aurora, and Smolder as some of the top bands. So we're glad to see Yone and Smolder taken away, but Aurora makes it through. I don't think any of these champions are as dangerous as they were at Worlds because that was, how many patches ago, and they had to stay locked on it. But they're still very powerful champions. The Kane, though, that is an interesting pick. I don't think I've seen Kane in a long time in a PLC game, if at all. Got a hover here for the Cassante. Let me tell you, I have opinions on Cassante. I won't bore everybody, but I will tell you that
he's strong.
he's exceptionally strong. So CrushCounter looking to find their advantages real quick in that way. Now we're back over to Mickey D's for their pick. And drafting is one of my favorite things to think about. It's not necessarily my favorite thing to talk about because my brain moves a little bit quicker than my mouth can. But, do you pick your safe picks or do you pick to counter what's already been there? All that kind of stuff. And I think the Aatrox into the tank is a good choice.
We saw that last game.
Yeah, it was working, and it was working until he got put behind with the double Udyr ganks, and then there were just too many hit points to cut through without an item. So I like the Aatrox pick. I think it'll be strong. Skarner also locked in, another very powerful champion. I talked about not playing Swain since his rework. I also have only played Skarner once since his rework, and he's strong. He's another really strong champion. I think that his changes were very powerful. So we're excited to see that one. And Maokai's one of my favorites. I love me some Maokai. I play Maokai all the time. Let's see.
I also like Maokai. Well, okay, I tried a Maokai support with a Callista ADC, and that would have worked if I wasn't bad. We got dumped on in lane. It would have worked a little bit better, and it's let me tell you, you should throw saplings before 13 minutes.
Yes,
That's
you should.
How bad I was playing.
Oh. Well, every time I see a Maokai, I think it's a treat.
Next pick is, next man was.
I'm off the broadcast. I'm
I'm
so sorry.
And Ezreal.
Thank you to Bleen for adding into our joke here. Go ahead.
Jinx and Ezreal just both teams looking to solidify their bot lane picks. So here they come. It's the Vayne as the first pick. Here we go.
I told you, man. Those buffs to the ultimate damage. It was already strong, and then they buffed it. I'm really happy to see that. I do like some Vayne play. What's a lot of fun about Vayne is in the early game, she looks and feels borderline useless. Like, you really need to get some items on her, get that attack speed. And Admin, it's a Neela.
Oh no.
I love that champion too. I actually played her just yesterday.
Oh, what? Okay, I wasn't playing against her, but I was watching some friends play, and not being able to get hit by autos is kind of rough.
Yeah.
When you're trying to fight against Neela, so
yeah,
it's a lot to handle. So yeah, here we go with the full rosters here. So I'm going to try to figure out what we're thinking here. Kind of just well-rounded comps, actually. Just in general. Looks like we have that. Actually, the Maokai's going into the bot lane, taking exhaust.
Yeah, he's going to play like you did, but maybe he'll throw a sapling.
Actually good. Like, I played poorly. We're going to see a sapling get thrown like before 2 minutes, and I'm like, cool, you're already a better Maokai than I am. Like, it was so bad.
But I am exceptionally interested in the bottom lane matchup because Neela is melee range, but she has that W to make her more effective because she's melee, right? You have to have some sort of defensive tool. But Vayne's power is purely her auto attacks. And so when for 3-ish seconds, your damage dealer cannot deal damage, what are you supposed to do? And I think that's one reason why I like the Maokai pick, because the exhaust, first of all, the Bramble Smash, and the Twisted Advance, all of these tools are going to hold the Neela in place to allow Vayne either to reposition or to land that damage, get a good angle for a condemn, and those type of things. So I love the pairing there on CrushCounter's side. Neela as a pick, just love it. I think that champion is so much fun. I like the idea of the melee carries. And when they first reworked Mordekaiser, they gave him a similar passive to what Neela has, where you actually get full experience if you're with a duo. And that's one of the reasons why he was banned the entirety of Worlds 2015, because he was just so strong, right? You paired him with a Zillion, and suddenly you had levels like way too quickly.
Yeah. Looking into, let's take a look at this bot lane matchup. So Vayne, well, actually, yeah, if you lock down with the Maokai and Vayne can just pin them against a wall, there's a lot of damage that can be done with that. And that's why I think the Neela being able to not take auto attack damage for a little bit can help a lot in this lane. Because is condemn does condemn count as a buffed auto, or is that's just an ability?
It is an ability, but it applies silver bolts.
Okay, so won't be able to stop the condemn, which will be really good. But what does stop that is the Taric ult.
That is true. And I think that Taric is another PLC favorite. I don't understand it. He's such an unpopular champion everywhere else, but I'm looking in chat here, and there are some very strong opinions. He is outrageous, yes.
I do not love this man. This hugely chested man.
I love it. Another thought that I have looking at these here is neither jungler really cares about walls.
We don't.
Have Kayn and Skarner.
We're going to see a lot of that in this game.
Which is really interesting to me because the mobility factor on some of our champions is kind of low, right? You have the Syndra, who will not be able to really move, and the Aatrox only has one cast of that Umbral Dash.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Aurora has her W. She does get to go invisible when she does that, so maybe that's a little bit more helpful, but
Aurora can be tricky. It's more similar to how Nico works. It can be tricky, but doesn't necessarily get away super easily. It's just how well can you break the ankles of your opponent.
Yeah. I did play against a Nico the other night who was actually a lot better at using the clone than I am. and then other people are as well.
I learned you can have
We'll talk about it later.
recall.
What they would do,
you could you can have the clone recall and just like, oh, okay, that's the real one. Nope.
Yeah. What they were doing is they were throwing the clone in the direction of safety and walking themselves closer to danger and setting up plays that way, because we were like, oh, it's over there. But anyway, it was a really fun game. We had a good time. We are into game number 2. Was it Micky D's? Yeah, Micky D's job application versus CrushCounter. Game number 2. We're looking for a late invade here on the bottom side. Fudge Cow and Moon Fox dropping that ward.
I did mention it earlier, but I didn't mention which team, and I believe it is. Yeah, it is Micky D's job application does have players from Utah Valley University.
Oh, very good.
Yes. So
getting a lot of college teams.
That's another reason why I'm excited to see them play. Honestly, like, it sounds like a cop-out, but I am legitimately excited to see every team play. And I'm trying to call out the reasons why. Like, there are reasons to watch all of these players, especially their first time, and as we see them in future tournaments. I sure hope so. It's going to be fantastic. Look at that. Already... You
got a sapling in before 2 minutes. Good call, admin. Fudge Cow is going to get stunned with the dazzle there, but that's all that's going to be. I like the choice there of the glacial augment on the Taric. I think that is another underrated thing is some of the keystones that are available in the runes. The glacial augment being one of them. The change for it was healthy. And level 2 on the bottom side. Never mind. Colonel Combo going against Strange up on the top side. Just getting some grass procs.
Yeah, a little bit of a trade, a little bit of a harass. We're going to probably be seeing that for a good while. This is probably not going to go much. Oh, I mean, he does have that other cast of the Q.
He gets the third. He goes unstoppable with the Pathfinder. But look at the damage you can get out of Aatrox this early. This is why you picked that champion. He was crowd controlled for a long time and still able to equalize that trade.
Yeah, that wasn't even really the minions doing the damage. That was all coming from Aatrox.
Colonel Combo going in. Nice knock up there from Colonel Strange. Combo goes and takes a turret shot, but the flash is burned from Strange. I have opinions on Cassante.
Yes, that's very similar to your opinions on Quinn.
No. I think Cassante needs some work. Quinn needs to be removed from the game. They are different.
Oh, that really we got a lot of Quinn hate in this right now. Yeah, very patient plays coming from everywhere. But I'm gonna have to call out the lack of vision score again. It's a pet peeve of mine. However, that pushed up ward from River is actually going to help secure them from some ganks, which because that's where Kane is probably gonna want to come from, is from that bush.
Look at how similar our junglers played their first clears. They were able to get everything, invade into the blue side jungle of their opponent, drop a ward, and then go back. That's it was that. Identical.
I was going to call that out too.
I love that so much. And it has to do with the ability to go through those walls. I think your pathing is really unique in that way, and you can take the time to clear all of the camps. A thought I have here on the bottom side is both champions on the side of CrushCounter get stunned there by the dazzle, and a little dyssynergy there with the condemn into the twisted advance, not setting up any damage. But both champions on CrushCounter need items to be effective. Maokai is not a high base stats champion, and Vayne, we already talked about. Yes, her W is very strong, but she needs those items to really become the menace that we've seen in the past.
It's like they heard me. They're now like fighting for vision in places. I love it. But going off of what you were saying, is there was a little bit of miscoordination. However, I think that also speaks to there was a lot of good positioning coming from Apollo and Frivere as well, to be able to avoid a lot of the danger from those. We have some action on the dragon as well. Let's take a
Yeah,
look.
they got their push.
Oh,
CrushCounter was able to get the timing, and they make it happen. Pasta Man helping secure that Drake on the bottom side with their priority.
Yeah. Yoshiji did have vision of them because of Scryer's Bloom. It just went away towards the end of that. So they knew what was happening, but couldn't really go in, make a good play for that. But it's okay. It's the first dragon. Give that up. We're gonna find some other way to come back. It's still like a dead even game. 8.4k gold on both sides, and like all of the lanes are very similar when it comes to CS. And Neela is coming up a little bit ahead, and Syndra's coming up a little bit ahead, but not quite enough to make a huge difference, especially since the buys are pretty much the same. Although I'd actually pointing out the bot lane that is a lot of damage to boots. So 2 different strategies happening.
Yeah, you want to get your silver bolts up as much as possible. It's a similar strategy to playing with Yasuo. You want to get those attack speed boots first, but Pasta Man able to get the Drake and have priority on the grubs. But this might just be it. That's our first kill, first blood. Apollo picking up Arcane Havoc. A slow onto Fervor as he chases up onto Fudge Cow. He is on a ward. Moxie gets the roam. Ults on there. Fudge Cow is in some danger. Gets hit with the dazzle. Will the stun come from the Syndra? It is not enough. Yoshiji picks that one up. Stun onto Yoshiji afterward, and that's going to be it. 2 kills for Micky D's.
I thought he was going to be fine. I was like, well, you're a tree. You could just walk through. But no, you're 3 levels down from the Aurora. You can't just keep walking like usual. And, yep, showed me. I just want to point out Comic Crash in the chat saying, is it me or is this game starting more methodical?
Oh boy, here's another jump here onto Arcane Havoc. Turret aggro was on the support. He gets away, but shutdown traded back. Apollo goes down.
Methodically.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce that word, by the way. Very good play in the bot lane. Is this starting more methodically or methodically than our usual? And yes, there is a lot more slow paced. This is actually something I like to see a little bit more of people playing their lanes and trying to just eke out their advantage bit by bit. Here comes
Yoshiji. A beautiful scatter of the week. Flash is burned, but the rock is in. The slow and the impale does not land, but Moxie picks up the kill anyway, and that's a 4th for MDGA.
They may have started more methodically, but now we're getting into more of the slugfest where we want to press those advantages.
Colonel Combo gets over, and he is all out. Stunned by the dazzle. Flashes forward. Flash burn from Strange. Colonel Combo is losing health from Fervor, and Fervor takes the kill up on the top side.
Colonel Combo played that as well as
Apollo
you could have.
Going after Havoc. Gets condemned, gets thrown against the wall. Fudge Cow now fighting Apollo, trying to do his best to keep him killed. In comes Yoshiji, a nice Bramble Smash. Flash forward, Yoshiji picks that one up. Pasta Man is here. Apollo goes into the barrier. Ultimate there. He takes the kill. Now it's jungler versus jungler. Pasta Man versus Yoshiji. Yoshiji is tankier, but Conqueror is proc. Pasta Man doing his best here. He has no Umbral Trespass. He picks up the kill, but he dies himself. And that's a 4-kill swing in our game.
Tarek, I hope you brought a broom because that's all you're going to be useful for is cleaning up the lane.
Oh, gosh.
Throughout all of that, Micky D's job application comes out a little bit ahead. Moxie going in.
Moonfox
hard.
Hits huge damage onto Moxie, and it's a decent trade there. The passive from the Aurora doing quite a lot of work.
Ult for ult. They just go, okay, you know what? I think we just both walk away from this, right? Right, okay. Moxie wants it.
Moxie has the range to get it now that the Scout of the Week is down.
Yeah. But being able to recall and go away, there is Yoshiji wants a tree.
Fudge Cow is going to make it out. Impale does land. Yeah, he is. He's going to make it out, but he does get stopped in the process. That is going to be a Heartsteel proc for Yoshiji because pressure is applied by Apollo on the bottom side. Havoc isn't able to handle it.
Nobody else really around to capitalize on that ult, but not necessarily an ult wasted. You'll probably be able to get that cooldown back when you need it.
Yeah.
So everything's fine. Colonel Combo really
Strange gets 2 knockups. Flash is not available rather. Strange is knocked back. All out, meaning he's going to take a lot of damage, but he heals so much. That's why I don't like Asante. That was way too close. Strange does pick up the kill, but it should have been easier.
Yeah, that's it should have. It's still very close because he took a lot of armor. Like, he's got all armor in his build right now. There's a lot of stuff happening under this turret, though.
Just fight after fight here on the bottom side. Fudge Cow throwing Fervor underneath the turret. It's one of the reasons I love Maokai. You can do so much with this kit. Moonfox might be in some trouble. Moxie going to get the slow. Drake over to the side of Mickey D's, but that is 5 grubs over to CrushCounter.
That very, very good. Grub's going to help you get that push, help get more, get some of this advantage back. That's what we were hoping to see from in our last round in the previous game, and I think we have a better chance at seeing it this time. Pasta Man just...
Moxie in some trouble. He does get hit with the Scatter of the Week. Ultimate is down. They are traded. Moxie is really low. Umber Trespass is there. Pasta Man is knocked against the wall with Moxie's flash, and Moxie makes it out alive. Moonfox is the next target. Strange is running forward first. Right on a control ward goes Moonfox. Lands the stun from the Scatter of the Week. Yoshiji tries to go over the wall, gets stopped by the second one. Moonfox is in some trouble. He's slowed down by the smite. Impale is back up, and he does have the extra damage from that huge Heartsteel. Throws the rock, and another kill over to Mickey D's.
Like I said, you're going to have the ult in time for when you need it, and he did. Very good play to pick that up.
Fudge Cow in some trouble here. Needs to get the passive auto. Flash from Apollo to not take turret aggro. Fervor setting that one up. Looked really good. Pasta Man is here. Shield from Fervor. There's the slow. He jumps in to dodge the stun. Gets the slow from the Scythe. Jumps in one more time. Ignite dissuades anything else. And Mickey D's just walk away.
Just barely, just enough. Pasta Man could have gone in, and it could have gone either way. Decided to play it safe, because if you lose, that's a huge way to lose the game. So when you're so far behind, you see it's 12-3. There've been plays being had all over the place. Let's wait.
Moonfox in some more trouble.
Burning a flash. Moving
Great
on.
flash. Yeah. That's exactly right. Moving on. Up on the top side, all out goes Colonel Combo. Strange lands the 3rd knockup on the Darkened Blade. He also recognizes that he's really low with the amount of armor that Colonel Combo has.
Yeah.
That's going to be it. Never mind. He goes out from the all out. Ultimate is there because in comes Yoshiji. Flash from Colonel Combo means he's close enough to do some work. Yoshiji goes on a rampage. And the top side of Mickey D's is looking real good.
Yeah, and the patient play from 10 Strange, so we'll just call him Strange, on the Aatrox. He knows he doesn't have to go in, but as soon as he does, I was about to call him this doesn't look right, but then here comes the Scorpion that made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Really a Bracken that looks like a Scorpion, but who really cares about that?
You
Not
do.
Riot.
Nope.
Riot doesn't care about their lord. Anyway.
That was funny to me. I do want to throw out it from the chat. We got level 1 Bidoof throwing out that the Mick double kill is the number 1 joke that can be made today.
You're all making me hungry. Why did we watch
it's really
this
good. All right, Rift Herald is picked up. Pasta Man is able to make it through. Flash burned by Fudge Cow, but they do secure the Rift Herald. That's 5 grubs plus Herald plus a scaling bottom lane. So
we're starting to see where a lot of this this pressure and advantage being ahead is coming from, is that you have to spend extra resources like Flash to secure these neutral objectives, because you can't fight straight up just yet. But you burning that to be able to start coming back is important. And engage from Moxie
Big burst there coming from Moxie. Dodges out the Scout of the Week. Moonfox is low, has no ultimate. And that right there was huge from Moxie. Fervor unable to save his carry. Apollo goes down. Fervor is now caught against 3. That sapling's going to slow him down. In comes Yoshiji. Will stop the engage for a little bit. Flash is traded here. Fervor will go down to Arcane Hawk. Havoc, rather. Moxie has joined the fight. Yoshiji is on the chase. Flashes forward. Condemn, not able to save the Vayne. Moxie is going to jump away. Uses the blast cone, rather. In comes Strange, but he is taken out of the fight with the all-out. Yoshiji is able to make it away, and the Cassante saved that fight.
And here comes the teleport from Moonfox. He really wants to help clean it up.
He went just a little too far. He landed the stun on the Moxie, thought he could do something, but he was right next to a Skarner.
Everybody walked away. Huge miscommunication from CrushCounter on that one.
Colonel Combo versus Strange once again, just duking it out as they have all game. In comes Apollo. Colonel Combo is able to get far away, but not far enough. Apollo takes him down.
Oh, that called out in the chat from Cobalt Wraith. What a team fight. That thing just kept going. And yes, I was going to say the same thing. It kept going.
Apollo and Pasta Man are fighting. Pasta Man has to flash away. He doesn't have his ultimate yet. Fudge Cow is going to get the root onto Fervor, so Apollo can't chase. Pasta Man walks away with like 80 health.
Yeah, but what that team fight started at was as a run.
Apollo got caught underneath the turret. In comes Havoc. He is into that ultimate form, but he couldn't get the kill onto Apollo. The ultimate is out from Moxie, and the crowd control is there. Fervor picks up the kill onto Havoc. Moxie jumps in. The slow from Fudge Cow will keep him alive for a moment, but Moxie jumps in and pulls in the Q once again. Moxie on a killing spree while the Skarner takes the dragon, and now mid lane turret is under fire.
And we're starting to snowball some more. Comet Crash. The puns keep coming. It's just an endless McFlurry of attacks.
The slow from Pasta Man. Strange is in some trouble. He goes into the ultimate. Do we have the Humble Trespass? We do. And that's a solo kill for Pasta Man on the top side.
Okay. So that team fight that started earlier, I think that pretty much clinched the game for our blue side. Mickey D's job application is the full team. My goodness, that's hard to remember.
Yoshiji finds Pasta Man, interrupts his back, has the impale. Colonel Combo is going to get the stun there. Objective bounties claimed, 2 of them for CrushCounter. Colonel Combo is in some trouble here. He does go all out. He tried to get over the wall, but Fervor just wasn't close enough. He's healing with the Omnibam from his ultimate, but Yoshiji gets the kill. In comes the rest of the team. The ultimate is down from Fervor. Cosmic Radiance is going to keep him alive. Apollo wasn't part of that, but Moonfox is killed. The ultimate from Apollo does a lot of damage. Double kill on the Neela. And Micky D's is just... They're running away with this one, too. 7,000 gold ahead. And a lot of kills. I wasn't going to do math on stream.
Yep. Don't do math on stream. It's rough. And, well...
Pasta Man,
you're getting your paycheck today.
Yeah, he lands the knockup. Beautiful use of the ultimate. Moxie goes to the other side. Fudge Cow is here. Doesn't land the slow. Does land the root. Moxie in some trouble now. The stun from Fervor keeps him alive just a little bit, but Pasta Man is really strong. Umbo Trespass goes in, picks up the kill. Apollo is very strong. Dodges the knockup with the jump. Fudge Cow is doing the crowd control job he can. Colonel Combo is here. He gets the shield over to Fudge Cow. The stun will stop him. Apollo makes it out with Fervor, but the assassination attempt on Moxie was successful.
Oh, okay. Everybody chill for a moment. Can I talk? Okay. The things happened for so long ago. We still see a lot of just this lead coming from MDGA. Goodness. I can't get this name right. We're now securing more and more objectives. Like earlier, when Skarner was able to just take Dragon by himself because of everything else happening. We've got Baron coming up in 15 seconds, and we have the Vision going down, getting ready and setting up for it. We gotta engage in the bot lane.
Yoshiji, I'm gonna steal Panda's joke in the chat. He is supersized because he has that heart steal. He's got size growing items. He takes another kill, goes godlike against Moonfox. Now Yoshiji's in a 1v1. Never mind, Colonel Combo's in a 1v2. Moxie has arrived, and Colonel Combo takes huge amounts of damage. Legendary goes Yoshiji, but Pasta Man says there's something else he wants. Goes after Apollo and barely doesn't pick up the kill in a 1v3.
Oh. And now we're going to start rolling in. Do you take a turret or do you take Baron? The answer is Baron. We're going to start putting down wards and start to kill a worm. An Elder Worm.
It is an Elder Worm. In goes Yoshiji. Strange has jumped over the wall as well. Apollo going to be healing. He's got 3% life still. He'll heal up a little bit attacking the worm. But the fact that his Q gives him the bonus damage and the healing coming out of Fervor, that's just crazy how healthy he is now. In comes Fudge Cow. Do we see the steal? I don't think he has a lot of damage. He's going to do the ultimate there. Oh, wow, it was close. It was down to 400 hit points when Yoshiji throws down the smite. But now Fudge Cow caught there with the Impale, with the Dazzle, with the Infernal Change, and Strange picks up the kill.
Now, Fudge Cow was willing to... Oh.
That was awkward. All right, 2v2. Colonel Combo and Pasta Man going up against Strange and Fervor. Fervor does get the Cosmic Radiance. That is invincibility, but the knock up there from Pasta Man will keep the fight going. Umbral Trespass will get him in close. Underneath the turret, Colonel Combo and Havoc are here. They're dealing damage, but taking turret aggro at the same time. All out. Fervor is over the wall. Colonel Combo trying to pick up that kill. Will he pick up one? He dodges out the Toneful Strike, and Apollo's on a rampage instead.
Fervor gets out with barely any life left. That had to be single digits, right?
It had to be.
The earlier in the beginning of that play, Fudge Cow on the Maokai was willing to throw away his life to try to get the steal, but that red ward in the pit to stop the vision, as long as you don't kill the ward, you're stopping the vision. If you kill the ward, you actually give vision for a few seconds. And so, good patience from Mickey D's job application to. Oh goodness, I have to like use so much brain power just to remember what the name is called.
Here comes yet another fight. Drake has been taken. That puts Soul Point for Mickey D's. Fudge Cow is caught. He's not tanky yet. He's support and doesn't have his items. Fudge Cow will be taken down. The Scout of the Week didn't land the stun, just a knockback. In comes Moxie. Does throw down the ultimate. It doesn't trap anybody for too long, but now Moonfox is in some trouble. Throws down his ultimate, but Moxie is tanky enough to survive it, picking up another kill, and the Baron minions will secure a turret as well as Apollo going dominating in the mid lane.
All right. We're seeing a lot of fighting, but I'd like to see some more turrets going down, and we're going to see that in the mid lane while Colonel Combo and Strange keep going at it in the top lane like they've been doing all day, but he's going to get help from Pasta Man in just a moment.
Colonel Combo does not land the third Toneful Strike. There's the Umbral Dash from Strange. They are on the chase. He throws down the Infernal Chains. No ultimate. That means no movement speed. Smite going to slow him down. Huge damage here going to be coming out of Strange. He heals as well with the Darkened Blade. Pasta Man and Colonel Combo, they're trying their best. Umbral Trespass will get Strange knocked up and knocked back, and that's a kill. And the base is under attack. Havoc is trying to deal the damage he can, but he only has the one item. And the rest of Mickey D's are saying, hey guys, this is how you win games, not by fighting. Moxie going in close to the fountain will get all outed, and he is killed. Havoc picks one up. They haven't taken the Nexus yet. Fervor goes down, and there it is. Mickey D's takes out CrushCounter in game number 2.